Catch Me by Lisa Gardner. This is adult fiction. It's a thriller. I would classify it as a thriller. And it's very good. It actually has two storylines in it. One is of vigilante murders, pedophiles going on. And the other is the storyline of Charlene, who is a 911 dispatcher, who thinks she's going to be killed in 3 days. And she runs and takes up boxing and takes up shooting in order to prepare herself. But it made me think a lot. It made me think first what I would do if I knew or thought that I would be killed in 3 days. And also made me question, is one criminal really worse than another? Is it okay to take the law into your own hands in order to protect the innocent? Gave me a better understanding of how people's past can really mess up their present lives. And it's a real good book for a book club. I would recommend it. I found myself wanting to discuss it as I was reading it, so I highly recommend this one. It's really a wow book, but it fit into thought-provoking category. Defending Jacob by William Landay. This is an excellent book. It's an adult fiction, contemporary, and it's about murder, a family, and a trial. The interesting thing is that the father in this book is the assistant district attorney in a suburban Massachusetts town, and his son is the one that the evidence is pointing to. And so the dad, he's well respected, he's a man of integrity, but he tampers with the evidence and obstructs justice to protect his son. And it definitely made me think, wonder if I would do the same. Can you blame the guy? So it was a thought-provoking book. I particularly like the trial part, and it has a surprise ending. I recommend it. Gang Leader for a Day by Sudhir Venkatesh. This is an adult nonfiction book. Really made me think, because this guy's a first-year graduate student. He was doing a sociology project on poverty, and he wanted to find out what it felt like to be black and poor and how they survived in the Chicago area in some really tough neighborhoods. It really made me think how fortunate I am not to be living in a poverty area that's controlled by drugs and gangs. Although in this book also the gang leader, you have to respect him. He's very business savvy, and he's not just a thug. It really goes deeper than that. So it really made me think. And the sociology student and the gang leader, he really kind of formed almost a friendship. It was a mutual respect for each other after a while, and so the gang leader let this guy be a gang leader for a day just to find out how it felt and how much he has to deal with. So it was very interesting book, fascinating read. I enjoyed it, and it definitely made me think. Here we have Keep Quiet by Lisa Scottline. Keep Quiet. This is about a father and son, mainly. Jake is the father, and his 16-year-old son is Ryan, and he's trying to make a connection. They're having a little bit of a hard time connecting, and so he sees an opportunity to connect with his son, but tragedy happens, and it turns into being a nightmare. It tears the family apart, and they have this father and son big secret between them. And it definitely made me think about how one decision can make such a big difference in a person's life, and how the father really was trying hard, and now he's trying to protect the son, and so he says, keep quiet, don't tell nobody, it'll be okay. He didn't want his son going to jail, and it was a real good book, thought-provoking. It just made me think how far parents go sometimes to protect their kids. So it's kind of along the same line as defending Jacob. Christian historical fiction book, Into the Free, by Julie Cantrell. I love this book. Loved it. It's so good. A friend recommended it to me, a friend blogger, and I'm so glad I read it. It's about domestic violence, historical in the South, Mississippi, romance, Christianity, death. Deals with a lot of issues, and it's very, very good. It made me think in the way of Christians and hypocrisy, and how God brings people into our lives to encourage us and help us along our way when we need them. And so it's a very good book, and I highly recommend it. It did make me think.